Okay, folks, this will be a challenging one. I do hope I can make this one come up a treat, even though it looks fucking hard. To be honest, folks, to be brutally honest, like a lot of things, but a lot of things that I think aren't going to work often do work. It's the optimistic side of things, folks. It's good to try to think positively in life, folks, to try and see the bright side of things, even though things look shit. I'm still learning, folks. Still learning. I've still got my learner plates on when it comes to trying to think positively instead of thinking negative. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what this is. It is, I'll just roll it across. It is visibly indivisible. So this is, I think, yeah, I think it's a Starbucks thing. Yeah, it is. Starbucks Coffee Company. Yeah, Starbucks indeed. So I'm just going to put it on the glass. I'm going to roll it, folks. Tricky to be at least. Yeah, not easy to roll because of that. If I lift that up, I should be able to roll it a lot easier. I'm going to print it anyway because it might be a happy accident for all we know. Because you do get the odd happy accident when things don't always go as planned. And yeah, that looks shit house. Actually, it's not a happy accident quite. So we're just going to roll it without this thing down and see if we get a bit more even and consistent movement with this. See if we get a more consistent. I think we're going to start it here because I want the writing. I'm interested in the wording. So just going to do that. That looks positive. Looks optimistic, even though it's probably going to look shit. There's got to be something good come out of this one. Yeah, you can't get much better than that. Look at that, folks. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that just absolutely and utterly spiffing? I wonder if we're going to make this into a mirrored piece and we're going to keep it, make it a still piece off this picture that we've just built. Should I say we just rolled? I was just doing these magical builders in the last demo, so maybe that's why I said built. I'm just going to put this somewhere. Fuck, I know where to put it. I'll put it there. I'm just going to utilise this piece of paper. We're going to maybe cut that off. So we're going to enlarge that off and enlarge this off. That should work conveniently. So I'm just going to work this out. Visibly indivisible. Interesting concept. yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting. That part there looks nice in some ways. This is obviously the American map of America. You can see just a bit of that there too. I do think that's a good question, what we can do with this. I do think we might have to enlarge and stretch it to make it more interesting. I think we're going to do that, folks. I'm going to make it into something more interesting. Or maybe we're going to turn it into what we were thinking, a movement piece. That's an interesting one. I don't know how it's going to work as a movement piece. Tricky, folks, but looks like we got something good come out of this. This looks brilliant, and the colours are starting to become more contrasty, so I think we can work with this. It's looking good, so we're just going to I'm going to take that away. And we're going to take this one, use this as our master copy. Yeah, that's come even more brighter now. The yellow has really become prominent now. It's become more pure yellow now, not just the background smear. It's actually looking good. I like it that way, the contrasty yellow. Looks like the white cockatoos are not here today, wreaking havoc on window frames. It was happening a lot yesterday, or day before, I think it was actually, that it was really rife. The birds were just feeding off our window frames because they're made of wood. I don't know how the birds can tolerate the paint, eating the paint as they chomp on the wood. But somehow they do. They obviously see it as a snack because people feed the birds and the birds want the food, and they don't get the food, they get hungry, and it seems to be that way. They then resort to destroying window frames or anything else made of wood. But they're a nice bird otherwise. I do like I don't like them here now because of the window problem, that they're just chomping away on my windows. But hopefully it won't destroy the windows too much. They won't come too often. So anyway, that's come up looking quite a treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.